Until now, I got used to tell some interesting details about my flight routes. There were some important historical facts, unique environmental issues, nature phenomenons, and so on. So, I gathered my next 3 flights over South Alaska. For the first flight from PHAC to Unalakleet Airport PAUN, a state-owned public-use airport, I chose to fly with the Beechcraft 1900D, a plane that is in use by some of the local aircraft companies. No doubt, this aircraft is an old lady, equipped with old navigation systems, plus the newer GNS 530. I like this lady, because she is an accurate aircraft model, and you can easily get used to fly with. Personally, I like more modern aircraft, with clean design cockpit, but if you are an old-fashioned fan, that can be the right aircraft to fly over Alaska. The flight along the Big Yukon River and then turning to West Coast, was a routine one, missing spectacular landscapes. Taking off from PAUN, to Nome Airport PAOM, a state-owned, public-use airport, I chose to change my aircraft and fly with the Epic 1000. In my next special report, I will compare this aircraft with the STMA PC-12. I am mentioning STMA because the same model designed by Kerry NATO is a big pratfall. My personal recommendation is not to buy it. Concerning both aircrafts, I didn't see any aircraft company that have the Epic 1000 or PC-12 in its fleet, but these planes are doing their work very well. With them I could fly fast, in higher altitudes over the mountains, navigate with help of the GNS 530, and land safe on the short gravel runway of PAOM. For reasons that I will discuss later, I definitely prefer to fly the E1000. To prove its skills, I decided to land using the AP and ILS-1 approach to runway 23. It works perfectly. The flight during the late afternoon included some dramatic views over the Bering Sea.
"50, 40, 30, 20, 10. "50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
On the third part of the South Alaska tour, I plan to fly from PAOM in south direction to the South Alaska island. To fly hours over the sea, there is nothing to tell about, so I decided to make a leap and start my flight from PASD, a small airport, to King Cove Airport PAVC. The gravel runway was narrow, and has not a center line, but on the other hand, there is a PAPI, a precision approach path indicado. From there, I continued my flight to a beautiful small airport, located in
30,
Larsen Bay.
20,
Larsen Bay
10.
Airport PALB, is a state-owned, public-use airport. It is easy to land there, coming from the seaside, but I decided to try landing from the mountainside, approaching along the bay. With the E1000, I made a smooth landing on the gravel runway. During flight, I was impressed about the various landscape, while flying over mountains and volcanoes. Until now, I got used to tell some interesting details about my flight routes. There were some important historical facts, unique environmental issues, nature phenomenons, and so on. The flight routes I prepared were based on available airport sceneries and known landscapes,
Flaps over.
but it appears to be for me a big problem. There are only a few usable airport sceneries, and among them, some are not compatible with X-Plane 10.35. Beside this problem, they are not situated at geographical areas I plan to visit. The result was that I had to improvise and change routes during flight.
Approaching waypoint. Fifty, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Thanks for watching my video. More information about my flights, you will find at my site. The address is shown now on screen.